that early to mid game is going to be rough with how HOMEBOIS having all these maneuvers with that Luoyi.
Maneuvers are going to be many here. Obviously with the Luoyi, we've already seen how teams are able to control the map very well. But we've also seen that these teleport type heroes are strongest when you're able to have a lane control. And I think right now SRG is focusing on making sure they have some of that early game lane control here, especially by making sure that the heroes that counteract Grok are taken off the table.
Well, they are going to need like at least a good setter, right? There we go. We see the Edith once more, and as well as the Lapu. That's what we want to see from the HOMEBOIS. Now with this Edith pick, it's going to make Nolan's life a little bit more difficult at the very least. Grok doesn't really care about the Edith for the majority of it, but Carry, even Carry is going to look at this Edith a little funny.
You thought game 1 HOMEBOIS have a dive comp, they have another dive comp, but in a different fashion, right? We saw Sepas Lapu yesterday as the conclusion to their lower bracket finals run. Was it against a Carry? I think it's either Carry or Moscow, but regardless, right? Once he gets to that backline, Carry is going to have a rough time. Regardless, if you take Purify or Flicker, you still have problems that you need to deal with, and there's no Matilda to save you this time.
Yeah, Sapat is easily the best Lapu player we have here, but Red Giants going to take a page out of HOMEBOIS. They'll go for the Terizla for Cram, and that's going to be the setter that they are looking for. The question is, will it be enough?
Well, I think they needed something.
All right, good response from the HOMEBOIS here, rotating multiple to try and stop Cram because they know they need to unblock Sapat from lane, and then immediately choosing to disengage when they realize that they don't have the resources against the numbers of the Giants.
Yeah, Cram's got a good freeze here, and GB's going to bail Sapat out. Good help coming in from a brother in a different role. 15 seconds left, and it looks like it's an early recall coming in from Udil. He doesn't need level 4. He does not care about his level 4 as of right now. He just needs to make an impact. If he happens to get level 4, sure, but he's probably not going to need it for the upcoming turtle.
The guy's looking for his 5, and he will get it the moment he reaches the turtle. See Yunes claiming that midway will have that wild charge in just a little bit, but Chibi is not going to wait, and Yunes will reset that turtle.
Ooh, nice reset there, allowing Skies to make it in time and even get that extra EXP to hit level 4. Stormy is zoning out the top lane by himself.
It's going to be very crucial. Sapat jumps in, and Skies wins the Retrify with the level advantage. Sapat lands the Land Shaker, the Raging Slash comes right out, grab the victim, but it's not engaged! Yunes with the save, and SRG off with 2.
What a Flicker wild charge. Instantly Zorn and Sapat lights out, and that's EXP compromise for the side of the HOMEBOIS. SRG have opened a wound up on the top side of the map.
Man, Cram just dangled his body of a Smith like a bait in front of the HOMEBOIS, and they bit on it. Beautiful play. Red Giants having the lead now is exactly what they want, especially those 2 assists on Skies is going to help this Nolan heavily.
Feels like the onward didn't connect against the Yumes. But at the very least, I think that the HOMEBOIS, one of their weakest points is when they start getting desperate for a trade. That's when you start to see them do sporadic movements. Oh my god.
Wild charge. This one to Chibi. Cram, he's out already. Chibi needs to get out. What a penalty zone for Cram! All of them caught on the edge. This guy is a geometric genius. SRG finds another 2.
You know, I gotta use that term, geometric genius. That's very nice. Catching all of them, and then Sky is jumping for the backline specifically because he knows his team can handle Chibi from that point on.
I mean, SRG, what's great about them is their micro, right? Looking at that micro, it looked like everybody was gonna back away at the same time to leave Yumes by himself. And HOMEBOIS, they kind of sniffed up on that. They're like, oh, maybe we can actually do this. It feels like they're not gonna send in reinforcements. And then Yumes wild charges once again to turn it around.
Common emblem. That is a minor difference maker. Now SRG, Becky said that they're good at snowballing. They got a snowball rolling.
And this is now going to be scary. We already mentioned how Bharat's going to have difficulty if he falls behind. Chibi going to be feeling a little bit of that pain that Skies had to feel in game number 1. But they do still have a lot of damage potential, right? Literally everyone else on the team is able to output DPS. So the Red Giants still cannot let their guard down here. The net worth lead not totally in their favor yet.
And Sapat, he's already forced so far away. Echo ping onto 2 against the guys, gets the turtle, no issue. They get the gobble onto Cram, spit him out, go for the burst. Cram will flicker the safety, Zorn for the change, but Yumes re-aggros it, and now it's gonna be Zorn that gets sacrificed. Selangor Red Giants coming back strong.
Oh, it's You know, it's not often during the draft that we see a roam hero being picked so early, but Humes on this rock is such a Swiss Army knife that it just works.
Wow.
Wait, guys, you messed up. He wanted to put all that damage on Udil. Accidentally auto locks onto GB. Udil on the run, unfortunately, and I think Stormy, he's getting a little bit of revenge from game number 1. Recall, nah, brother. You're walking back.
It's still a flicker, right? Still something of value taken out from Udil.
And the more things of value that the Red Giants are able to take away from the Homeboys, the better they're going to feel. These cooldowns are very important right now for the blue side of the map because they're already in a difficult spot, a 4K net worth lead now. Red Giants, we saw how they were able to farm and make up the difference in game number 1. When they have the lead, though, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, with this lead, and especially since Humes is a full level ahead of Zorn, you can see how much Zorn is like trying to punish Humes specifically. He needs to get this Grok out of the way before he can start opening up the map efficiently. If not, they're both going to be side by side, rubbing cheeks against each other.
And it's annoying for Zorn because even if he wants to crowd control Humes is just power of nature. What are you going to do? Crowd control me? No, not an option.
He just holds his pillar slightly different and you can't throw him over your shoulder, right? And that's gotta feel rough because Zorn was in so much control in game 1, but oh, Cram.
Push back, step by. He's gonna be forced away by Sakai's Spawn now. Cram would just bear the brunt of the damage, even go for the penalty zone to force Zorn out. Sakai's a poke on the Wudio, that's half his health bar. Third turtle coming up. No penalty zone for the Terizla.
Yeah, and it looks like Cram, he's not going to go back into lane. They're going to rush this down, rush this turtle down in the meantime. And I think this should mean that Supad will be able to take that top tier 1 as a trade.
I think it's not too bad a trade for the Homeboys. Structural damage going to be a lot more permanent. And then the slight gold and the XP buff that Red Giants will get from this. So, oh my goodness.
He still gets the kill. He wants to get away.
Oh!
Missing the Earth Shatter. And that means Sakai gets out. The Selangor Red Giants a block from Humes. You ain't going nowhere, boys. Udil, you're next. Grab another catch on the edge. Killing spree for Stormy. Matt's just gonna dance his way away. Fight the kill! 4 for SRG!
Oh my god! What a play coming out from the SRG! What a clap back! Putting Homeboys back in their place, telling them, hey, you can't beat us just yet! That was just a fluke!
You don't see that from any team but the Selangor Red Giants, man! Firstly, Skies, how do you dodge Earth Shatter like that? I have literally never seen that before, but even on the tiniest sliver of HP, they know they can keep the ball rolling. They know they can push Homeboys to the very edge.
Oh man, game 1 was Homeboy saying, yes, SRG, we outplayed you. SRG responds, try that one more time.
Yeah, SRG is like, we got close in game 1, but game 2, maybe not. Oh, not even a chance.
Oh, such a good read. They even knew that they TP'd into try.
Oh, they went for nets. PMI out for nets, but Cram is like, okay, you abandon your teammate. We're just gonna take them down. Try as we hardest as we can. Udio, he's gonna pop. Snap of the finger, that's him down to Cram. SRG is still getting something in return.
Oh, they're getting everything. They're getting everything. SRG taking out the outer turrets like it's nothing. The first Lord should fall into their hands without much contest. There's GB is 3 levels behind, and this is the SRG we're used to seeing. 72% AI winning prediction 8 minutes into the game.
I have a quick question. Do you think banning out the Fredrin shot Homeboys in the foot?
You know, maybe a little bit. Like, I get what they were going for, targeting the jungle picks, because honestly, the pool of meta jungler is not that big recently, but the Nolan, right, could... I don't know if it slipped their mind or if they really tried to force guys into it, because it's not working if that's the case.
I mean, I think they had a rough idea. I just think they underestimated Humes on this Grok, right? How little effect Zorn has because Humes exists playing this character. And Zorn, he's like, as much as he's TPing it around, he can't seem to shake him off.
It sticks onto you, man. Rock solid. Immovable object. Oh, GB.
They're not going to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They're just gonna try and build something out, base something out.
You can just see the way what Yums wants. He's like, oh, I'm going to isolate Chibi, and if anybody from the side of the homeboys oversteps their boundaries, that's when I'm pulling the trigger.
He just grounded Chibi, basically. He put him in a timeout corner.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
Oh my goodness.
He's 2 for 2.
You want your chibi boy, huh? All waves synced up. Except for the mid one. Mid one is has been eliminated. So the SRG though. They're just gonna let the Lord slow down the push just for the mid wave to come in. Chibi taking some pokes. Here is the stage. Cram only onto one, but that is Nest. But with a re-engage, Cram will throw his body to ensure the SRG get the top inhibitor.
Will they go for more here? I think that's about it. They're going to disengage now that they no longer have the Terizla around, but that's more than good enough. 10 minutes, 10,000 net worth leads. Guy's really trying to take that award from GB.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you can do it before that 12-minute mark, that would be the most ideal. But this checkmate angle for SRG. Homeboys, they're not going to make the 42K mark in time. And let's look at the items. Not even a golden staff coming in from Nets just yet. Their scaling has been significantly slowed down. And Udil is not having a fun time, only having the Enchanted Talisman complete.
Having a rough time.
That feels bad here.
Really bad.
I gotta ask, do you think going for the Brute Force Breastplate and Guardian Helmet from TV here might be a little bit greedy considering circumstances?
Maybe that's all he
Oh,
gets.
he
TB
stopped
slowed down
him.
again. All right, TB, detention time is bedtime. Go to sleep.
Think about what you did last game.
How does that even work? You're supposed to be able to dash over walls with Daytonas. He literally timed the perfect peak at the end of his dash.
Yep. I think GB.
It was the fight. Catches Nest with it. Yuz is most likely gonna go down. Zorn with the Primal Wrath fights the guys. He's gonna try and chase the guys down, but the guys ain't going to fall for that. And now Zorn gets sniped. Conceal ain't gonna help it. SRG too good. And 2 inhibitors down.
2 inhibitors down, and this is honestly a feel-good play coming in from Yums, right? They have nothing to lose off of this. Even if Homeboys take out Yums, they're not going to be able to get this gold lead back from the side of SRG because there's nothing to fight over in the map. Inside their own jungle, nothing is alive, and the rest of SRG will eventually start stealing these camps away, but they want the Homeboys to walk out 10 seconds until the next Lord spawns.
Yeah, it's such a nice timing as well, right? The Red Giants back off. Instantly, the Lord is already ready for them to start working on. And Homeboys, they don't have lane priority, so they can't even risk walking out of the base to contest this. They're just gonna have the turtle and hope that they can hold it back.
Telling you, man, Novara is something else in this playoff.
GDS purchase from
GDS.
Oh my god.
He wants it bad. He's looking at Chibi eye to eye, being like, I am you, man. I am going to take that black today.
Who do you think you are, huh? I was 1-9 on the barrage, but I don't need 9 deaths on you to win the game.
Oh boy.
Guys took TV taking his spot on the Dream Team personally here.
He could have
all
went
right,
with the boys.
flexes his knuckles, you know, it's like, all right, we know what we gotta do here, boys.
Oh boy, this is rough. This is rough for the side of the Homeboys. A cruel reminder of who they're facing up against. Every one of these small mistakes really starts piling up against SRG, and it can go the other way around. But Homeboys, at this point, let's see the GG push.
Chibi is gonna pull the Lord away. The ping from Stormy, Zorn taking the brunt of the damage. Good juggle, but the Wild Charge is going to take care of Chibi. Cram to the back, finding Udio. Innocent flickers in. He wants the killing blow. And SRG, they're just not letting Homeboys have any space. The Lord still alive despite all of Homeboys' effort. And Innocent is just not going to wait. Udio is going to take him down. But SRG are a team. And the Giants equalize the series.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a grand finals on our hands. 1-1. SRG giving it right back to the Homeboys the way they received it.
Woo! What a statement piece from SRG. Homeboys, they came out strong. SRG says no.